LCK. Like, think how many times it's been your Genjis and your T1s winning and doing successful, right? It's just often been about the overdogs. And you always want to root for the underdogs, but it's just hard to keep fighting for them. You know, we'll about the bro fans out there for them.
Yeah.
But we're hoping to see it come back for the underdogs here. But right now, it's Nongshim with the lead. It is going to be the DN Supers going for first pick. And it was Nongshim obviously had that last time. Pantheon going to be immediately banned out here.
Wasn't banned in game 1 at all.
Yeah, and then Nocturne, so heavily targeting the jungle already from Sponge. And a bit of a shake-up in terms of the ban focus, which does mean we get a lot leaking through that was taken away. And last time we saw a lot of the power picks that are often banned away. And immediately, Nongshim kind of take a pivot in their approach, because like they're like, okay, Varus, super high priority, we're taking that away. And as soon as they kind of realize what the DN Supers are doing, they're like, well, if you're not banning OPs, we're not going to just do the homework for you. And, you know, Nico's a strong pick, but we're talking about things like Rumble, you know, we saw like the Azir, Orianna trade, Vi, Malphite. Looks like we might still get the Azir, Orianna trade after all.
It's kind of interesting that Azir gets banned when you've got Closer who can play Akali, but I suppose they just don't want to deal with it at all. Obviously, Scout is very proficient on Azir.
Or do you leave Orianna open and then just... There's so many things available. No, they ban it. So there's Rumble, there's Vi, there's Malphite.
Give Dudu the Rumble.
Okay.
And maybe you've got a shot.
Year of Dudu.
I believe.
That's what we're hoping for. Now, what are Nongshim going to pick up in return? I think obviously one aspect of it is that Vi and Malphite, both junglers, right? So you don't have to... Not too big of a deal for DN Supers giving over both of those. And also, we haven't really seen the Malphite be super successful so far. And it's just going to be the K'Sante, which I've seen in other regions this matchup really be complained about a lot and being seen a lot. We haven't seen it, I feel like, as much in the LCK.
Yeah.
We've seen occasional like Rumble into tank. We've just seen a lot of banning of the Rumble. We've seen Keen farming tanks in the top lane with First Strike and cash back and printing money. The money
Again, overdog region.
Overdog region.
Keen test.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people pass that.
Whoa, DN Supers are like, hey, we want to Rumble as in fight, not as in they have the champion as well, but they want to brawl. And they want to throw down. They do want to throw down.
And our space are getting their prayers answered because we're getting a Closer champ.
Yeah.
We're getting a DN Supers draft.
Wukong Ari, this is just, they're about fighting. Now, what are Nongshim going to take in the mid lane? They're going for the Akali. Okay. A bit of a spicy matchup that we're going to see in the mid lane with the Ari against the Akali. Bot lane not touched at all though, so we'll see what ends up coming through there. A lot of threats from both sides, so to me, this kind of puts emphasis on some of the safer picks in the bot lane. You know, Ezreal, I feel like there's a bit more emphasis on. I'm actually going to instantly target the supports, so getting rid of the Poppy. And DN Supers going to do the same, get rid of the Renata. So instead of being like, hey, we want safety for our AD carries, we're like, no, we want to deny you safety for your AD carry.
Yeah.
We want to target your AD carry and want to stop you from having any safety in that regard.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Also, the Poppy ban against Vi. Akali, definitely a good shout. Now, what are we taking away here?
Would DN Supers go like Zyra Khan? I could honestly see it. I don't think it's that crazy. Into what Nongshim have.
Yeah.
We're going to get banned out in this situation, which definitely could suggest a Rakan coming through. We'll see what Nongshim go for with their first pick here. Lucian. Definitely something that has that mobility, but very short range. This is already a very short range composition, which does put Xayah in a good position, but I don't know if you want to blind Zyra Khan with the threat of various things the Lucian can pair with. That could be a problematic lane, so we'll see.
Lucian, I think, is a good start. There's the Xayah.
No, they're just slamming Zyra.
And there's the Zyra Khan.
Well, it's going to be Lucian Nami then. Yep. Well, I guess I was right. I think it's fine in terms of what it offers into the team comp. You know, it's a short-range team comp. Zaya's going to do completely fine into that. The Rakan syncs super well with the Wukong. You have that mobility. You have so many people to dash to who are going to be stuck in the fight. I think it's a really high value in the 5v5. The only problem is in the lane, it's a Lucian army. You get bullied a bit, but, you know, you're playing Zaya. If Lucian ever steps up too far, you have the root. Or you also have the setup from the Rakan. You also have the sustain from the Q. It's not fun, but it's bearable. That's how a lot of lanes into Lucian Nami are. You don't have a good time, but it's whatever. So, honestly, I think Dune Super's feeling pretty okay with what they have. I think Nongshim have to work harder, really, I think, to get this off the ground. And bot lane's the only lane where they really have a comfortable amount of prio in. And even then, we've seen Lucian Nami lanes be fickle. We've seen them backfire before, so yeah, we'll see how it comes down in terms of execution.
I think it's a very confident draft from the side of Nongshim, and just based on the way they won game number 1 so hardcore, I think that it's fine. But again, if this gets behind, you're not going to have all that much kill pressure on Azaya, and there are a lot of threats on the other side as well.
Yep. Yep, I think especially having the Zaya into the Akali Vi feels so good in this situation.
Seemed pretty face up, but Nongshim said, whatever, you can have it. As we are getting ready, Nongshim up against the DN Supers as we hop onto the Rift for game number 2.
Oh, the level 1 mid gank. Doesn't amount to anything. Okay.
Yeah.
Pity and Doctam back away. I can't remember which region did this, but there was a region where it was like the mid lane ganking bot level 1. And especially on a pick like Akali, you really don't do a ton level 1 into a range matchup. So it's not a big deal if you're a little late. But if you could find like an advantage. But Doctam and Peter, they know what they're doing in the bot lane. They're kind of just, I said respecting. No, they find a window and get a good trade in Taeyun actually. So fair play.
Yeah.
It is going to be tricky though. And one thing is, because Peter went W.
Going in again.
Level 1, they don't have the Gleaming Quill for the sustain. So damage is going to stick for now.
Yeah.
One thing to note, Taeyun went First Strike Cleanse. So, Cleanse, obviously decent amount of value into the Charm of the Rakan, but that's kind of irrelevant until level 6. And into the Ahri, obviously, which is irrelevant until the Ahri's around.
I'm not sure why they were so close to them as they were about to hit level 2.
I think maybe trying to soak some XP. But the First Strike as well,
pay for it.
Good for farming money and good for, particularly in the mid game, when you have a lot of damage to get like the gold value. But in lane, it's a lot weaker than press the attack, a lot less damage. So I feel like Taeyun and Hens have a lot less actual power in the 2v2 than they would otherwise if you had like barrier, press the attack.
Yeah.
So a lot of trade-offs, I feel like, in this decision by Taeyun for his setup. So it'll be interesting to see if that does end up getting punished here. By the bot lane of the DN Supers.
It's not a lot of kill pressure unless Doctam and Peter make a mistake. And, you know, I mean, the Lucian Nami are still going to be pretty strong and should be able to find windows, but a lot less.
I mean, we already talk about, like, you lack the killing power on Lucian Nami because once you've used your cooldowns...
Well, he's going in, and he does get away from that knockup. That was actually pretty close. I thought maybe he would be caught by the back end of that. But yeah, taking very aggressive trades over and over, utilizing the sustain of the Nami, which is more reliable than the Rakan. And now we get another scuttle fight. And this is what's happening in the LCK. We're just fighting over this first scuttle over and over again on the bottom side of the map, as now Sponge in a bit of trouble, but does have the Nami nearby. Might have to get over this wall. There's the Q. And now they're actually trading into Pyoshik, but Sponge still has to flash away. So that will be the flash down from the jungler of Nongshim.
Oh, and Pyoshik's so low, and Scout saw him, but isn't going to go into 3. A very tight play, but no one goes down in that situation. I think both teams' fans would have been very nervous there. Is my team throwing the entire game? No.
Like so many others
it's
before
okay.
them.
We're safe, for now.
No team is safe.
Closer having the priority there mid, allowing him to move first. And will that plate go down? No, it won't actually. So pretty nice for Closer. The plate's still alive. To collect later, should just be an auto. But yeah, so the thing I was talking about with press the attack, I feel like even with press the attack, the Lucian can kind of run out of cooldowns, Lucian Nami in particular, in an all-in, and just be kind of like auto-attacking and be like, okay, I have no more damage. But especially with First Strike, that can feel very real. So again, you want bursty trades, get your damage down, back off, use your sustain, and have constant pressure. Don't get locked into an all-in unless you're certain you have the damage to kill.
Yeah.
Really important when you're playing this 2v2 in the bot lane.
They're very much trading on the edge, so you can tell that they're willing to take the risk to go for these trades over and over and get the value we were talking about. That's a nice bubble here on a Duck Dom. Should be an aggressive trade from Taeun. There it is. Nice bursty little trade. Goes back in on a Peter.
And that's exactly how you want to play it. That's like textbook perfect. You hit the bubble and you don't immediately just dash in and go damage, damage, damage. It was kind of like on the edge, skating around like your max range. At no point did Taeun look like he was just immediately beelining in, and they got a really good trade out of it.
Oh, level 6 here. And Closer is going to be marked up, but he does Spirit Rush away.
Yeah, a little bit tense there.
That's a way to kind of negate the Akali, but doesn't feel great for Closer.
It's a trade ult at the end of the day, so kill pressure's down for the Akali, even if your safety's mitigated a bit. But yeah, if Taeun and Lehends keep getting trades like that, they'll feel really good about the matchup and keep farming gold with the First Strike. But exactly how you want to be playing it, just getting the pressure down without going a step too far.
Yeah, I mean, Taeun and Lehends definitely impressed in game number 1, and it's not a big surprise that so far here in game number 2, they are doing the same. We took a look at top lane a bit as well. It did look like Kingen was kind of on the edge there, but he always had his TP and was always ready to get out. Pyosik, he got that Scuttle Crab, you remember, in the trade earlier on. He's trying to hit level 6 now. We'll see if he can get this next Scuttle and maybe hit that 6, as they're looking for Taeun once again. This little trade gets the Gleaming Quill. That'll certainly help out. And this time around, it doesn't look like Nongshim are able to quite press the issue on the Drakes. You remember in game 1, they got the first Drake at around 6 minutes, which led to an 11-minute second Drake. And they were able to stack it up into a Cloud Soul super quickly. Will feel a little bit different in this game.
Yeah, I think a lot more precarious to go for that in this one. And especially with the threat of the Ahri, we saw what the Ahri could do in the last series with Showmaker. If you're having a skirmish, it's very difficult to lose gracefully against an Ahri who can just get those resets and chase you down. So even with the bot lane prio they're getting, just still got to be cautious. And now Peter gonna try and stall out these recalls.
Yeah, gotta run all the way down the lane. We've had some crazy action today. Some very one-sided games. We saw, what was a 48-kill game number 2 between DK and DRX. But so far in this one, we've had some action. We've had a lot of trading, but not really any kill pressure. So just kind of farming it out. And maybe, perhaps, this is the game where it actually goes the distance and we get a little bit of, you know, that old-time LCK action.
Well, some actual chilled macro downtime, you know, the thinking man's game.
That's what we're here for. Pyosik on vision.
Level 6 hit by Doctor here, and Lehends is pretty low on mana. You know, I don't actually know if he's got full mana flow ban stacks. Color gonna be used, but mostly mitigated. Okay, we get the fight.
Yeah, we're just getting the fight. They're just going for it. I mean, DNS are definitely trying to force this. They want to burst down Pyosik, who just goes into the Cyclone. Does get the smite down, but look at this. Everybody's so low in the pit. And only the one guy did go down. And that was the Dragon. It's still 3 kills over to the side of Nongshim. So yes, you do get the Dragon, but you lose quite a lot for it.
Absolute decimation there. And it just felt like DNS weren't ready for the fight. Surely there should have been some expectation that a fight was going to come through. And, you know, we talked about the Ahri reset potential. No prospect of that happening when this played out. So we see Sponge leads the charge with an ult onto Pyosik before he can even use his clone. Just instantly pops it. Wave follows up as well. So many cooldowns popped here, and also Peter doesn't have his level 6 yet. They all end up clumping and taking so much damage. And it's like they're just immediately gone. Lehends barely has any mana, but had enough to use the ultimate, and the job was just done. It felt like there was no semblance of resistance from the side of DNS there. kind of just fell over.
It was like they were forcing so hard to make this Drake happen and to try to get a fight afterwards, but they never made a fight happen because they had to commit all in the pit and take a bajillion damage just to get the Drake. As now we got Taeyun, or rather Lehens, onto the turret. I assumed it was Taeyun because why was Lehens kind of farming there? That's a big bubble, and now Duckdom, he's going to take a gigantic amount of damage himself. Taeyun is on the chase, waiting for that culling. It doesn't quite have it, but still doing lots of damage. Even the bubble helping out, and you can see that Duckdom has to flash away.
Yeah, I mean, look at the item differential between the bot laners. Taeyun with the BF sword, a Dirk, and the Scout Slingshot. Now the culling!
Guys, you're just backing underneath the turret. The culling was so close. And Taeyun actually nearly dies trying to make that happen.
Dangerous situation to be in, and now 800 gold lead for Taeyun, 900 for Scout in the mid lane. Duckdom, oh my god. You are playing a dangerous game.
Just 80 carry things, I guess.
You will survive playing that game. I think the main thing is the mid lane, right? Is we're seeing this massive...
Okay, that's embarrassing. Taeyun is just giggling as he's walking back to lane.
Wow. And you know, the gold will be used for Lehens to finish off his Imperial Mandate, which is a pretty nice spike.
That's
so,
pretty gigantic, yeah.
Yeah, bot lane, kind of in the bin. Mid lane, because Scout got so much gold from that fight, he has a Hextech Gunblade. Closer is working on a Rod of Ages.
Oh,
now, this is something I had talked about. So next patch, and I want to emphasize next patch,
not this one?
Current patch.
Okay.
Oh, we'll see the replay first. He actually eased himself with the ult on the way, so he gets the extra damage on the ult.
I am the young. I am the older brother.
Yeah.
A very common Lehens saying.
So, one of the nerfs that was done ages ago, when Rod of Ages Ahri was a thing, was her W cooldown. And next patch, they're lowering her W cooldown, so people were talking about, you know, is Rod of Ages Ahri going to come back? That isn't live yet, though.
It's not back, though.
But it's not come through yet. Closer, you're a little early with the Rod of Ages Ahri.
Yeah.
The W change isn't live yet, but he's like, maybe he's been playing it and he's like, it feels good. I don't care about the 1 second cooldown. I want it now.
I mean, there is a ton of lockdown and damage on the side of Nongshim, so maybe he just wants to not die. But the issue is, as Ahri, you need to be doing some semblance of damage. They do have other sources of damage.
This is not going to be the same
as have a Rumble.
Full stack Medjai's Malignant Shadow Flame Ahri saw earlier. Not going to be the same. A little bit different. A smidge different.
This looks kind of suspicious here. Duckdom and Peter like standing in the brush, making sure that they don't give vision.
Do you want like the maximum copium right now?
You know, to be honest, I guess, but I'm not really feeling it.
That's why you need it the most.
Yeah.
Okay, after this play, Duckdom is half HP. That doesn't feel good.
Just waiting for the dash in. There's the cleanse, but he is going to get charmed and locked up. Lehens sacrifices for his 80 carry.
Okay, here's the pitch, right? Firstly, Nongshim, short range composition. Remember when KT threw that massive gold lead? What do they have in the mid lane?
A Kali.
Exactly.
Short range composition.
Short range composition.
Dive comp.
Exactly. Secondly, DNS, a lot of engage, right? A lot of ways to close the distance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what I'm saying is, maybe Nongshim struggle to close out the game, and DNS gets some big snap engages like this, and that's how they end up winning the game. How's my pitch? Do you believe yet?
I mean, honestly, it's a good angle. I mean, if DNS are going to win, it's going to be like that. There are ways where if we do go to like 25 minutes...
That really worked?
Yeah.
Wow, I was reaching.
I feel like, you know, it doesn't look good right now, but like first Drake to go to DNS, so they can delay a little bit, they can wait. Maybe it's a Chemtech Soul, which honestly is actually not that bad on Nongshim. Scout is going to get charmed up here, but it's just a little trade. Not really amounting to much. And it is a Hextech Soul. There's the culling. Duckdom is like, man, This is not very enjoyable.
He said damn and he ducked behind the minions. Yeah, not having a fun time in this lane matchup. Not the Essence Revolution, but going for the Storm Razor.
They're just diving. They're just pressing their buttons on a Duckdown who does not have the Feather Storm, and they will get the kill, but it is a trade 1-for-1. The TP does come in from Dudu, though.
I'm not sure what the TP was for, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Closer is not in a very fun spot. He is going to have to Spirit Rush away.
Yeah, ult down. I don't think Scout used his. Oh.
Peter going to press his buttons, and not a lot of buttons here for Taeyoon, as now the Cyclone will be used, and the shutdown does go to Dudu. As taking up the turret here, Peter nearly dies, but...
Okay, that's what the ult's for. The TP's for, sorry, I guess. Finding some value there from Dudu. I felt like the TP from Dudu was just always going to be late to counteract the dive, but they actually managed to pull off a play onto the enemy carry in the aftermath, and now some extra gold for Dudu. But it's a year of Dudu. He's actually getting pretty fed. Overall, here, there's no ult on Desire, so what can you really do? Maybe the TP stopped them from going for more for dive. I don't know. You can argue that. Either way, they managed to make more for play come out here with his engage. A lot of flashes committed to make this happen, but you see the dive potential to come. And now we got to play here. Dudu has Leandries, by the way. He's strong.
Yeah, Scout, I mean, he's got his flash, but he just elects not to use it. Doesn't really get a good opportunity to do so.
It is the year of Dudu.
It's the year of Dudu.
And he has a 2.3k gold lead, by the way. He is monster fed.
And now Sponge, nothing. Never mind. We do have the Rift Herald available, but...
Like, he is crazy strong right now. I'm pretty sure he's done the keen strategy of going first strike cashback and just printing money.
Yeah. You're playing into Cassante. I mean, we haven't had a lot of interaction with our top laners, but now we will.
TP'd on.
Well, it was nice while it lasted. Good caster curse. Ox. Sorry, Noon Quiver. Yeah, Dudu's dead. Yeah. And the Year Dudu will be, once again, put on hold just for a moment, and will continue when he does revive.
Really made a big or that one.
Yeah.
Okay, play's been picked up. Actually, DNS have a gold lead. How insane is that?
Your pitch really worked.
It did.
I feel like DNS were like, you know what, Ox, you're right.
You know what? They got rid of Coach Voice, but they brought in Orc's voice. And DNS hit me. And we're like, wow, that's compelling. I believe it. Honestly, Peter just probably said something like that, and he has the great vibes, so that's all they needed.
I mean, realistically, like, Nongshim got that lead, but their follow-up plays were, we're going to dive the turret, trade 1-for-1.
Yeah.
And get a Cloud Drake.
I mean, this is also their composition.
And then get caught.
This is the composition. It's like, what are we going to do? Dive them. But they're under turret. Dive them.
They don't have any other answers.
This is the wall KT run into.
Yeah. When
they played against T1. Yeah. But it's still, you know, it's not over for Nongshim either, right? It really just comes down to execution. It's a Hextech Soul. One of the issues we did also have in the T1 KT series that we keep bringing up is the Soul, I think it was a Chemtech, and it just wasn't that valuable. It's Hextech this time.
Yeah, it didn't really do a whole lot, to be honest. And Hextech is going to be huge. I do feel like, you know, just think about this Fed Lucian. He presses R with Hextech Soul. GG. It's over. There's no counterplay. The catch potential, just in general, will step outside a turret and everyone's slowed, is massive, so... When is Lucian Nami not going to be a thing? Is it ever not going to be a thing? We're just killing the turret up in the top lane. Meanwhile, throwing ults at each other in the bottom lane. Closer trying to back here, but Sponge is on the way. He has ult. He's just so dead. Yeah, it's just really a matter of, you know, does he use the ult or does he use the flash instead? Why would you flash instead of ult? I guess Dragon's in 30 seconds. I actually think that's the right play. He really wanted to kill him as fast as possible. No, I actually think if you think you're going to be contested on Dragon, I actually think using flash instead of ult is correct. I actually think that's the correct play. It's really heads up from Sponge. Because ult is more useful in a Dragon fight than flash on a Vi. So, you know what? I respect it. That being said, if you don't think you're being contested, or you're not even doing Dragon, they're not even doing it. But still, the idea was correct.
But he might be coming
If
back.
was
He might be coming back in
actually
time.
thinking
He might be coming back. He might be just coming back. Yeah.
There's Hex Gates, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to get back here pretty quickly.
Also, Closer had flash, so maybe he was worried about, like, he flashes on the... I mean, that's not really an argument. You just kill him if he ulted, so... Either way.
Well, DNS get the dragon.
Okay.
So,
Maybe
again, I think the idea was
maybe he
correct.
wasn't in range to ult, and he had to flash to close distance anyway. I don't know.
Well,
either way.
No, he was charging his Q. Like, he would have Q'd and then ulted.
No, but maybe he would get charmed if he Q'd, if he didn't flash.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Lehens looks like he's a bit dead. Hits
He's
a lot of
very dead.
people with Tidal Wave.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, a TP came in.
if he just blank Qs him, I think he just gets charmed and dies. So that that perspective makes
All
sense.
right. I think we've
Definitely done it to death.
Figured out.
Yes.
What
done it to death.
Closer's going in, and Scout is as well. He knows there's no escape once that kill on a Closer. He's not going to have it. As there's the R2, but he is burning down to Doo-Doo. So,
Oh, the Ignite!
Flash Ignite comes in from Peter. They're really going to get him. And also Duck Dom is dead. So, yeah, I mean, you're trading, but also Tane is just like he is a juggernaut here in the mid lane.
Yeah, Noxious managed to build up another gold lead. Feels like DNS kind of losing that grasp on the game a bit, but they did get the dragon. So, closer to Soul.
Sponge decided he was going to do the Krugs.
Whoa.
He's getting punished for it, it looks like. We have a nice bubble
the
to catch
bubble.
both of them. But we do have another flash coming in. Doo-Doo does want this kill, and they get it. Will they consider the Baron? I think it's kind of crazy.
No.
But they are going to get the kill.
Well, that wasn't even worth, though.
But they got the kill.
But you burnt 3 flashes. But
It's the
just
message
to kill?
that counts.
And also, none of those flashes are going to be up in time for the next dragon. And it's your Wukong and your Rakan and your Rumble.
Maybe they're planning on giving the next streak. Because they got one themselves. We're like, we got to keep it even, you know? We get 2, they get 2. We don't need our flashes.
Like, I think if there was like, when you see them flash that much, I'm like, are they actually going to do this and go to Baron? And then they just don't even look at Baron. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's like, the thing is, it's not like he's monster fed and you get like tons of gold. It was just a normal kill.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not worth that much.
But it did go to Doo-Doo.
And you know what?
And he finished his 3rd item.
It took him up the map for like not that much time.
You know, I'm proud of DNS for realizing that it's the year of Doo-Doo and doing everything in their power to get him.
Doo-Doo's a level down.
Yeah, but he's 3,000 gold ahead.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just, how crazy is that?
That is crazy. That happened last game too, but last game was a bit of an outlier.
He's just been side lane farming, just doing his thing.
Yeah. It's gonna be pretty tanky.
Doo-Doo's doing some big damage.
That culling didn't really do a whole lot.
Okay, and we have Leandries and Closer, so Closer's doing something.
He's trying to get in here. It looks like Doo-Doo might be in a little bit of trouble as the Equalizer comes down. He just wants to turn that damage onto Sponge, who is burning to a crisp. And it's a little bit late on the reaction here from Noxious. Kingin does tank a lot, but so does Closer. He goes down, or rather Scout, and now Taeun. It's a clean ace for the side of DNS. They turn the game on its head.
It's the year of Doo-Doo. He comes in huge. Noxious try the engage onto him, and even though not a single member of DNS has a flash available, it just doesn't matter. They just team fight better. They just click Q on the Rumble. He does the drill pounds. That's all he needs to do. 6-1. Watch him. Watch Doo-Doo in this fight, right? He gets engaged on. He presses ult. Flame Spitter. He's CC'd. He overheats. And he just starts punching with the drill. Bap. Bap. Flame Spitter again. All he needs to do. The rest of his team comes in. It's the year of Doo-Doo, baby.
Good job, Doo-Doo.
He knows
You're
it.
good.
He knows it.
Even, you know, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I'm pretty sure he also said it was the year of Doo-Doo.
Direct quote.
Yeah.
From Brendan Valdez, who was quoting Piotrek there.
Yeah. And, you know, like, that was just a little bit crazy from the side of Noxious as well. Like, yes, you're getting in there. Sure,
also,
that's what your comp does, but you're going 1 by 1. That's not the way the comp works.
Also, this Rumble is extremely tanky, and you didn't have damage there to get onto him. You're a very bursty comp right now. Like, you don't have sustained damage when you look at the composition.
Yeah.
Like, this Lucian has very much gone like pokey. I'm gonna do like 300 like that. He does that damage.
Yeah.
And then he waits a little bit. Like, I actually think it will take a long time for you to kill my...
Oh, man! It's gigantic. The equalizer hits the Lucian. And Dudu says, get on my back, team. I'm driving the bus. I am the bus. And, yeah, I mean, just like that. Like, Nongshim were trying to posture here for a Drake, and they just got absolutely destroyed.
Annihilated. Just Taehoon trying to get poke. Didn't he know? Rumble's the poke champion. You know, Taehoon bought Naive and then refunded it and went, I need a Serpent's Fang. I can't deal with this Rumble. He's just too powerful.
Yeah. I mean, Dudu got a free 3 items, was slowly farming. Late TP doesn't matter, comes in, gets a kill anyway. Was just quietly doing his thing. And the rest of the team was pretty far behind, especially their bot lane. Like, the Xayah's not a factor in this game at all yet.
There's a Xayah in this game?
Exactly. Like, he just doesn't exist.
Look at the harpoon damage! And then he catches him with the equalizer. He's still on it. Still slowed, and then Closer comes in and cleans him up. Beautiful.
Yeah. You know, generally we talk about, like, Rumble Vi and having CC for the Rumble and the equalizer and the synergy. No, he just does it by himself.
I was thinking in game 1, I was like, you know, it's interesting that we see the Leona from the Hens instead of the Lulu. A lot of other supports in the league would have gone the Lulu.
Yeah.
But the Hens is like, I want to engage. I want to close the distance. I want to play Leona. I want to lead the team. Yeah. I can see why.
And now he's playing Nami.
Because he has been very good on this Nami. Like, genuinely, his Nami play has been very good, but I can fully see why he would much rather be on an engage pick than be on a Nami, because I can sense the frustration coming from him when he's like hitting all his skills and he's just like, well, my team are dead.
Yeah.
Well, kind of similar to Dudu in game 1 when he was playing the Rek'Sai and he's like, well, I killed the enemy carry, but my team are dead. Now he's on the Rumble and he's having a great time.
Yeah.
Damage dealt, #1, no surprise.
He's playing to Cassante, but also just his team fights have been fantastic. And it's something that a lot of fans struggle with as well. I see this all the time where they're like, why is the carry of the team playing X champion that is not a carry champion? And it happens sometimes like this, especially for teams that don't have, you know, the greatest records. They're kind of like middle of the pack. They have a couple of guys that really can pop off. Like when Closer was playing Anivia, like that just doesn't feel like it's in his wheelhouse. Like it shouldn't be something that he's playing. And, you know, he hasn't been the flashiest in this game, but the Ahri definitely looks a lot better. So,
yeah,
certain different picks, like for Lahens, for Dudu, looking like he's having a much more fun time here on the Rumble, too.
Yeah. A lot more impact. And it was a chill lane as well. I mean, it is just a money printer lane for him. Fair strike cashback. Cheat the economy. Get as much money as you need. And I love how Taehoon also tried to do that. And it's just, I mean, he's still up in gold. But it's just items look so pitiful in comparison.
Yeah.
Like, you can understand the theory behind the build, especially when you go into like try and get these short trades and like the poke and burst with the Lucian Nami. But how many rotations of Lucian's abilities would you need to actually kill Dudu in a team fight?
I'd say like 4.
I don't think you get time for that.
You don't. It's just not realistic unless DNS are sitting around. But now DNS are the ones that are in control of 5,000 gold. And just kind of waiting for the next set of objectives to come up, which
also Dudu has
in a minute.
Played Steel Caps and Zhonya's, and Taehoon has no pen.
Yeah. And if Scout goes in and tries to like trade and kill Dudu, he's just gonna die. Like he's not gonna be able to do anything.
Yeah, Scout has 2 items, by the way.
Yeah.
And Dudu has 4.
It's just not. He's not a threat. So I like the builds. DNS, I mean, they do have a lot of Baron damage, but you've got to be careful because you probably just want the Drake, but you don't want to trade, and you want to just control the entire map at this point.
You obviously don't want to trade because you don't want to give a freebie, but I'll be real. If a situation arises where, like, oh, they're on Baron, but we can get Dragon, just take it. Just take it.
Let him take it.
Just take it. This Nongshim composition if the enemy team gets Hextech Soul, it's unplayable.
Yeah.
Like the perma slows when you're already short ranged and you're trying to close distance. Nope.
Nope.
Nah. I just don't think there's anything you could do. Randuin's completed for Kingen. Well, I don't think Dr. was doing much damage anyway, but he appreciates the thought.
Just doesn't feel like Kingen is able to do a whole lot in this one either.
Yeah.
He was playing farming Cassante.
I mean, I remember last year in the LCK Cup, Kingen was popping off from Rumble.
Yeah.
Probably wishes he was the one playing it.
Maybe he should have played Aatrox or something. Have some kind of impact.
Not sure who'd have fun in the matchup either.
Probably not, but, you know.
Okay, setting up for this dragon.
Okay.
There's
a little bit of damage.
Good amount of vision in favor of DNS in the area, but you can see there's that ward in the river, and Scout has pushed the wave in, so he's probably going to look to wrap around.
Got like a little setup here from Sponge.
Oh, they are just going Baron.
They're just going to take Baron? That's not a good trade.
It's not a good trade.
Guys.
Dudu can just... Oh,
wait, DNS? Okay, they're just going to take the fight.
Yeah, they
say no freebies. No freebies.
Wait, it's the line Baron where the equalizer just covers the whole thing.
So Dudu's here, so yes, we are going to have Scout with some pressure in the bot lane. And maybe someone eventually has to go back. That is a decent amount of gold on the map that Nongshim can get.
Oh, they're sending Dokdam just to soul the dragon.
Just take the Drake.
By the way, this is such a great move because Dokdam's so weak, I don't think it even matters.
This is his best. What is your function? I take the final Hextech Drake. Like, that's it.
Honestly, as long as Scout doesn't find him, he's fine. Oh, wait, Scout might be coming. Oh, no.
I think he just...
Oh. No.
Okay, Dudu's here.
Okay, it's fine.
He's got the chaperone. And to be honest, this Baron is so slow, too. Like, they are not even hitting it anymore.
Okay, that was scary.
It does go to Nukdom, and that is Hextech Soul.
Wait, they need Dudu here. Dudu should TP up. Yeah, he's coming.
He's TPing. And now, I mean, they're just going to try to engage on a close. And that's a three-man knockup, actually, from the Cassante. Doesn't matter, though, as the Vi is down, Taeun is down as well, and the wallets are just too large. And Dudu gets here, and that's when you know the fight is over. Triple kill for Closer. It looks like this one will be closed out as well.
Yep, oh, the Hextech slow. You know what, Scout? You have permission to leave. It's okay. Long death timers, they should just be able to end the game here. I think they have enough damage, unless Scout does some miracle play to buy time, but I mean, the minion wave's small, but I think they could just do it.
Yeah. They can easily tank it up. And they're going to do exactly that. Peter tries to get in there, and Scout is trying his best as well. He had permission to leave, but he's still going to try his best.
Hey, got another kill.
Yeah, he did. He got the kill, but the kill on the Nexus will go to DNS, and we are going to a third game. We have a series on our hands officially, and you know, after game one, I'm sure a lot of people were like, okay, this is just dunzo. Like, it was such a one-sided game, but DNS were able to fight back and make this game theirs. And really, it was kind of Dudu diff. I do think that Nongshim as well overextended a couple of times, maybe saying, okay, we're ahead, we got to push our lead.
야, 이거 아칼리 올 수 있어서 봐줘야 돼.
내가 봐줄게. 나
아이가 집 갔다 여기 갈 수도 있겠다 생각하면서.
이거 내가 봐줄게요.
얘는
딜 안 나와. 얘는 딜 안 나와. 우리 유재 봐. 내가 막게. 아칼리 내가 봐.
2000이야, 2000.
안무빙 해도 돼.
먹어봐.
1500. 이거 스테일 각은 안 나올 때, 얘.
먹어봐. 얘는 바로 줄
야,
알았어.
이거 풀 썼어. 동주야.
오케이 끝.
봐줘. 나 빼는 것만.
봐줄만. 여기 11,000이거든. 천천히 와봐.
아칼리 이제 집이야.
이거 대치할게 그냥. 이거 싸먹자. 자유 때.
좋아.
뽕이 먼저
박아. 이겨.
아칼리 텔 타고 올 거야. 어딘지 몰라.
그냥 이겨. 박아.
그냥 이겨.
그냥 이겨.
야, 이거 끝내러 가자. 그거 잡고 끝내러 올래?
내가 혼자 잡을게. 가볼래?
일로 와봐.
갈게요.